A few years ago, artificial intelligence was everywhere in consumer tech marketing. Every launch event promised smarter devices, revolutionary assistants, and experiences that would change everything. Today, the tone has shifted. US gadget makers are still investing heavily in AI, but they are talking about it more carefully. Claims are narrower, language is more restrained, features are explained with fewer grand predictions. This growing caution is not a sign that AI is failing. It is a sign that the industry is maturing and learning from early missteps. One major reason for this caution is consumer trust. Early AI promises often outpaced real-world performance. Voice assistants misunderstood commands, smart features behaved inconsistently. Some products delivered impressive demos but underwhelming everyday value. Over time, consumers became skeptical of vague AI claims. US gadget makers have learned that overpromising damages credibility. Today, they focus on what AI reliably does well rather than what it might do someday. Regulatory pressure is another important factor. AI-related claims increasingly attract scrutiny from regulators, consumer protection agencies, and privacy advocates. Promising too much can raise questions about data usage, security, and compliance. US tech companies operate in an environment where misleading claims can lead to legal and reputational consequences. As a result, marketing teams are aligning more closely with the engineering reality. Privacy concerns also shape how AI features are presented. Consumers are more aware of data collection and surveillance risks. Overstating AI capabilities can make users uneasy about how much a device is watching or listening. US gadget makers are responding by emphasizing on-device processing, user control, and clear boundaries. Being cautious about promises helps avoid triggering fears that devices are doing more than users expect. Technical limitations are another reason for restrained messaging. Consumer gadgets operate under strict constraints: limited battery life, small processors, and thermal limits. While AI has advanced rapidly, it still requires careful optimization to work well in everyday devices. US companies know that promising dramatic leaps in intelligence risks disappointment when features must operate within real hardware limits. Cost considerations also play a role. AI features are not free to build or maintain. They require hardware investment, software development, and ongoing support. If companies promise transformative AI experiences, customers may expect rapid updates and continuous improvement. Being more cautious allows companies to pace development and avoid setting expectations they cannot sustain economically. Another factor is the shift from novelty to utility. Early AI marketing focused on spectacle. Today, AI is most valuable when it improves small, everyday tasks. Battery optimization, photo enhancement, noise reduction, and security monitoring do not make for dramatic headlines, but they deliver consistent value. US gadget makers are increasingly highlighting these practical benefits rather than grand narratives. The competitive landscape also encourages caution. As AI becomes standard across devices, exaggerated claims are easier to challenge. Consumers can compare features side by side. If one company promises more than another but delivers similar results, the gap becomes obvious. In this environment, conservative claims backed by reliable performance are safer than bold promises that competitors can easily undermine. Another reason for caution is the growing complexity of AI systems. Modern AI features rely on interactions between hardware, software, and data. Bugs, edge cases, and unexpected behavior are inevitable. Overpromising leaves little room to address these issues gracefully. Understating capabilities allows companies to improve features over time without public backlash. There is also a strategic element to this restraint. US gadget makers are increasingly treating AI as infrastructure rather than a headline feature. Infrastructure works best when it is stable, predictable, and quietly effective. Companies want AI to feel like a natural part of the device, not a gimmick that demands attention. Cautious messaging supports this shift. Enterprise and institutional buyers further influence this tone. Businesses value reliability, security, and compliance over flashy claims. Overstated AI promises can be a red flag for enterprise customers concerned about risk. By emphasizing realistic capabilities, gadget makers appeal to these buyers as well. Media and analyst scrutiny has also intensified. AI announcements are now examined more critically. Reviewers test claims against real usage scenarios. If marketing language does not align with performance, criticism spreads quickly. This feedback loop encourages more disciplined communication. Another subtle factor is user education. Many consumers still misunderstand what AI can and cannot do. Overpromising reinforces confusion. Clear, limited claims help set accurate expectations. This reduces frustration and improves long-term satisfaction. Importantly, caution does not mean stagnation. U.S. gadget makers continue to invest in AI research, hardware, and software. The difference is how those investments are framed publicly. Companies are focusing on incremental improvement rather than revolutionary narratives. This shift also reflects lessons learned from earlier tech cycles. Overhyping new technology can create boom and bust patterns. By being cautious, companies aim to sustain interest and adoption over time rather than burn out enthusiasm quickly. Looking ahead, AI promises in consumer gadgets are likely to remain measured. As features become more reliable and widely understood, messaging may evolve again. For now, restraint helps rebuild trust and align expectations with reality. In the end, U.S. gadget makers are being more cautious about AI promises because they want AI to succeed quietly. They want devices that work better, last longer, and feel more helpful without constant explanation. By focusing on what AI actually delivers today, rather than what it might deliver someday, they are laying the groundwork for sustainable progress in consumer technology.